What's up, guys? Just another pocket knife video for you. I recently did a 20-second short about a little old school folder, an old man knife. Here's the why behind it. This is the knife that I have carried for the last, I don't know how many years. Basically since this came out, the Benchmade bug out. But since I've been a working adult, really since I've had a job, I've carried some kind of knife like this, some sort of tactical folder. That means that it is one hand open and close, it has a lock on it, and it's this kind of similar blade profiles to this, little thicker steel stock, kind of a more pry bar-ish blade profile than anything like a Swiss Army knife. And yeah, I'm not really about these anymore, especially like the Benchmade level of spending. This is like a nearly $200 knife. All of the tactical folders that I've had, well, I'll say the majority of them have been $100 and up. Um, I don't I don't really want to carry $100, a $200 or more tool that is going to be subjected to hard use. I don't want to do that anymore. What I've found is that while I've had these really nice knives and I've like paid money for knives that tout having this really strong locking mechanism and this nice thick blade stock, that the Benchmade bug out is not a good example of that, but much more stout knives than this. I found that all of those knives are not robust enough for me to use as a true hard use knife. And because they are trying to be tough, they're also not very good at the tasks that I do most of the time. Like the 90% of the work that I do with a knife is opening Amazon boxes and like slicing stuff in the kitchen, salami, cheese, fruit, stuff like that. Now, will all of these little tactical folders do that? Sure. And I mean, any knife really will do that stuff, but it's not great at that stuff. I mean, I could open Amazon boxes with my keys or my teeth if I wanted. But if I'm going to be carrying a knife, I want that knife to be good at the task that it is most likely to see. So instead of carrying these little tactical folders that are generally pretty expensive, I'm ditching them and I'm going to two cheap knives. The first cheap knife is the one that I did the 20-second short on. It is this, or it is another similarly cheap knife. It is this. These are very close to being identical. First, I'll tell you this one right here that was in the short. This is the Joker NB23. This is a $13 knife. This is how it comes. The only thing that I've done to this knife is taken a sander and just rounded some of the sharper edges from the wood stock here. That's really it. $13 knife. It has some good old-fashioned like kitchen knife grade stainless steel in a little longer than 3-inch blade in the profile that I like. And guys, it is ultra light. This is 1.2 ounces. This is the knife that I would recommend to you guys if you are going to go to this like dual knife thing that I'm talking about, and you're going to ditch the expensive folders. This one right here is what I'd recommend. Now, I pulled this out because this is what I was carrying before I found this. This is a very hacked up Opinel number 8. This knife did not come like this, so I took a grinder to the blade here and changed the profile to more of a spear point that I like. And I took that 1-inch belt grinder and a file and really took a lot of material out of the handle here. I rounded the back of this. I shortened it up, shortened the handle up quite a bit. So I did this before I knew that the Joker here existed, which is kind of funny to me because what I ended up doing was making the Joker NB23 out of a knife that is almost twice as expensive. The Opinel number 8 is $20. But yeah, I took the material out of the handle here and shortened up the handle, mostly because that Opinel number 8, all of the Opinels, the way that the handle profile comes, you cannot open them one-handed, and that I have to be able to get the tool that I'm carrying with the hand that is near that pocket. I have to be able to grab it and open it with that. So with these mods done, I can unlock it, pinch the blade open, and lock it again one-handed. So what I did essentially is take a gift knife that I loved using but didn't like to carry because I couldn't open it one-handed, and I made it work for me. I am partial to this specific one that I made over the Joker, but I tell you guys to get this because you don't have to do any work when you buy the Joker NB23. It comes like 90% of the way that I've made this one that I love, and it's cheaper. So yeah, this is knife number 1. Like both of these have this thin, almost Swiss Army knife style stainless steel. They have a flat grind, and that means that they are extremely good at slicing. So if you're going to slice open a cardboard box or a blister pack, like these blade profiles, they do so much better than even this Benchmade Bug Out, which is probably the flattest, thinnest blade profile that you're going to find in a tactical folder. Maybe outside of the Spyderco's. And guys, I'll tell you what, I'll still take this. Like, it is more pleasurable, it is nicer, easier to cut cardboard boxes and fruit with this than it is with a $200 Spyderco knife. It is. This is nicer. Will it hold its edge as long as those knives? No, but I just don't care, guys, because it takes 20 seconds to whip an edge back on this. So it's not a big deal. And if I manage to chip or break it doing something that I probably shouldn't do with a pocket knife, which I'm prone to do, who cares? I will, well, maybe not this one because this one was a gift from a friend, but I won't hesitate to do any kind of stupid stuff with this little knife. There's no emotional attachment. There's no cost sunk. It is a disposable tool, and those are the best kind of tools to do hard work with. So this lives in the pocket all the time, 1.2 ounces, Joker NB23. If I find that I'm doing work, like actual work, doing stuff, cutting trees, or like big boy yard work, or home improvement projects, even like drywall stuff, to include like campy, bushcrafty stuff, then I'm going to use a proper knife. I'm going to use a proper fixed blade, but it's also going to be a cheap disposable fixed blade. That's a Mora Companion. So yeah, guys, there it is. I have talked about this Mora Companion in another video releasing right about the same time. So you can go watch how I modded this Mora to be the knife that I want. Because again, it has to be a pocket knife, and so the mods that I've done to this Mora now have it as a pocket knife. So you can see here, this will fit vertically and allow the knife to move with me in all the jeans that I have, including these Wrangler cargo pants that I'm wearing right now. Easy to sit down. It is pretty discreet. So yeah, there it is, guys. Those are, well, here I'll show you. Here are the two knives that have replaced all of the fancy tactical folders for me. Like big boy work, everyday stuff.